An oscillator is a mechanical or electronic device that works on the principles of oscillation, a periodic fluctuation between two things based on changes in energy. Computers, clocks, watches, radios, and metal detectors are among the many devices that use oscillators. What are we talking about here? Make Them Suffer, a new track, it's called Oscillator. It's basically, they've literally named the song Metal Detector. I don't know what the fuck this is gonna mean. I don't know how they could possibly link this into music, but curious nonetheless. I've enjoyed the past couple singles from Make Them Suffer. Nothing like mind-blowing, but I am excited to hear what the new album sounds like, which is actually a self-titled album, which seems a bit odd to be calling an album a self-titled album after a band is already well established. Is that a thing? I feel like self-titled albums are usually like the band's first album, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Is that like a new thing? Have other bands done this? For me, this is the first time I've seen this, where a band who already has an established name announces a self-titled album. I'm here for it. It's cool. I like the artwork for the album. It's very plain and simple. None of this like AI bollocks. None of this fucking crazy catch your eye spectacular artwork that a lot of bands are going for these days. It's just simple, and sometimes simple is more effective in catching the eye, especially today. But anyway, like I said, Oscillator, new track, comes with the announcement of the self-titled album, which is released on the 8th of November 2024. The scene's been pretty slow like lately, so I'm just gonna like take my time with these uploads. If there's a band that I am interested in or I think will make for an interesting conversation, I will upload the video. If there isn't, there will be no videos. That's just how the channel is going to work for the next while, until there's like stuff that I'm really excited about again. So Make Them Suffer. I'm also going to check out the new Unprocessed track as well, so that'll probably be tomorrow's video, so look forward to that. Lads, without any further ado, let's check it out. Make Them Suffer, Oscillator. Let's go. Got that like fucking old school video game feel again. They did that in some of the last few tracks as well. There's like an Atari feel to it. Space Invaders. Hold on. Everybody wants to cure their brain, but nobody wants to cure their sickness. Or Make Them Suffer based? Is this what we're seeing here? I don't know. Are they going down this route? Are they doing this? I don't know. This just feels... I have the fucking Ray-Bans here, man. It feels appropriate. What was that? Okay. Was that me? Did that... Sorry, I know I'm pausing it a lot here. My channel's demonetized, so I'm not even like trying to do the whole ad revenue thing. I just genuinely need to keep pausing it. Did I just lose the audio for a second, or did something cut out? I don't know if that will be picked up in the recording, but I'm gonna let this actually play now. I love that they keep sticking with the riffs, man. Chorus, meh, yeah, alright. I'm not into the verses though, and the riffs. So bouncy! I don't love the chorus, but the rest of the song is going to be enough for me to go back to, and then the chorus might grow. I love the distorted vocals and shit. Some of the effects are pretty cool on Sean's voice. It keeps happening. It happened again, man. I don't know if he's picking that up. I need to update my fucking audio drivers or some shit. Okay, right. I'm gonna stop looking like an absolute prick right now, so I'll take these off, but it just felt appropriate for the song. You relax for a second, don't be going into that next one. There's Steve. So yeah, first of all, let's address me continuously pausing on whatever the fuck was happening there. If you didn't hear that, hopefully you didn't and it didn't affect yous. But I'm getting like a little quick pause in the music sometimes, so I think my audio drivers, I just got a new PC. So I'm going through all the motions of like fixing all the fucking annoying shit that comes with a new PC. So if that affected the video in any way, shape or form, I apologize. Okay, let's talk about the song. I know I've gone through multiple almost fucking outfit changes at this point. I've had no glasses, sunglasses. So I'm just going to stick to the glasses now because I need to look at my notes that I've taken. I've listened to the song a few more times. And I think the main thing that's always stood out to me with Make Them Suffer's more recent stuff is that their production and their willingness to step into the electronic field without like overstepping their boundaries and just like really, I guess, experimenting with their style, because I know they've come from like a deathcore background, and now obviously they're a little bit more of a metalcore band. Their production is always a standout for me across the last few singles. I've not loved the singles. I feel like there's always been something in each single that I've really fucked with. Like I loved the Doom Switch chorus. And then the other tracks like Epitaph was a good chorus as well. And then The Ghost of Me had enjoyable moments as well. But there's always been like one kind of standout thing for me. And I think on this track, I think Sean's probably a standout on this. He's not normally like a big standout for me on their tracks. He's like a great vocalist overall. He can do a lot. He harmonizes really well with Alex Reed, I think is her name. The female vocalists. For some reason, like, that is 2024 in a fucking nutshell. I was actually afraid to say the female vocalist there for a second. Like, what are we doing here? The female vocalist in the band, Alex Reed, he harmonizes really well with her. Like, they kind of just bounce off each other really well. But yeah, this production standout for me. They have like a really sick electronic presence on all of their songs. There's like an old, especially in this one, there's like a really old school, like Atari-esque electronic, like they use electronic risers and bass drops really, really well in this track. I thought it fit really well with the vibe of the track and the overall energy, because it was very, very energetic, as has been the case with a lot of their tracks. Yeah, there was like in the first verse, there was like this really cool electronic riser, and then it dropped into some like really cool distorted electronic bass drop as well. The chorus, I think, is a grower. Obviously, that's Alex Reed in the chorus. I think it's a grower, not really a shower. On first listen, it sounded a bit like monotone or something like, but again, I'm not a singer and I couldn't do any better, so just my opinion. But I think it'll be a grower. I've listened to it a few more times now, and I think that'll be a grower for sure, but not like, I'm still not 100% sold. I think that's been the case with a few of the choruses. It's been like, But anyway, this lyrics seem to be talking about depression. I guess that's where the name like Oscillator comes from. I wasn't sure about what Oscillator meant in the context, but with the description that I read out at the start of the video, a periodic fluctuation between two things based on changes in energy, that would match up with the chorus lyrics, which say, I know you're not well. I watched you sink into yourself, turn into someone else, but you can't ask for help. So it's like someone turning into something else. A periodic fluctuation between two things based on changes in energy. I guess that's where Oscillator you know, comes from based on the lyrics. So yeah, I didn't know where they were going. I thought they were going into some like fucking based agenda there. I was like, whoa, they're actually doing this in the song, but it's just about depression. Never mind. Their songs are so bouncy. The riffs are contagious. The groove is always great. I really enjoyed the sections around the 2 minute mark where they swap between the like almost monotone Suicide Boys slash 1056 style vocals, you know, I want to shabba dabba shabba labba samba bear dabba dabba. They swap between that where Sean like had a real like heavy distortion on his vocals, and it was like really monotone, almost like just like spoken word style vocals, and then the big energetic riff. So it was like this contrast back and forth between the like and then they go back to the monotone vocals and then bring the riffs in again. I'm always like such a sucker for riffs that are already really groovy and contagious, and then they kind of tease you with it at the start of the song and then they bring it back later. So that is obviously a good example of where they've done that, where it's like riffs really sick, it gets you grooving, then they drop out of it completely contrast it and switch it up with the polar opposite energy wise. Like the riff is so energetic and then it goes into this and then they bring the riff in, then they go back to the vocals. So it just kind of always keeps you on the edge of your feet because you know that they've done it before. They're like swapping back and forth between like slow pace and fast paced, and then you're always on the edge of your seat. So I really enjoy that. And then I thought the like ending part was really sick as well. I think the ethereal style, like ending the big climactic moment towards the end of the song, I think made the emotional aspect of the song, obviously it's speaking about depression for what I can read from the lyrics on a very like surface level. I think that like makes the lyrics hit a little bit harder because it has that big like moment of like breakthrough. I'd need to go through the lyrics properly again, but it feels like it has a breakthrough moment. So whether that be like a negative breakthrough moment and like it's very sad and emotional, or a more uplifting, hopeful, I guess whatever way you want to look at it, but I don't know exactly the lyrics. I could just read them, but I'm not going to do it. That's just the vibe I get from the track overall. They have like a very ethereal, uplifting feeling ending with Alex's vocals coming in, and I think that really makes the chorus hit a little bit harder when they kind of like put a variation on it. It was very energetic chorus because it was flowing with the rest of the track, and then the last like version of it just really felt like a big ethereal moment. So quite a like varied track. We had a lot of energy, we had some melody in there, we had the riffs, we had the bounce, we had the electronics, we have the kind of more emotional take at the end of the track. So yeah, I'm not going to give this track a rating. I'm kind of swaying away from doing the ratings because they're all bullshit anyway. I just kind of make something up and go with there because, you know, even if I make a rating now, it will probably change in a week's time, so there's no point. But I thought that was a really sick track from Make Them Suffer. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be checking out the new Unprocessed track as well directly after this, so look out for that video as well if you've been waiting for me to check that out. Otherwise, guys, leave a like in the video. Appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, as always, for the support. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.